think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change, come whatever, we will still be friends forever.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. like this to complain about.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, cause we're on a different track. And if you got something that you need to say, you better say it right now, cause you don't have another day. Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound. And I keep thinking of that night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And it was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home talking on the telephone, and we would get so excited and we'd get so scared, laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man? Can he ever find a job that won't interfere with the tan? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. Friends forever. Will we think about tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever,
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
There's to complain about.
So we talked all night say it right now, 'cause you don't have another day. 'Cause we're moving on and we can't slow down. These memories are playing like a film without sound, and I keep thinking of that night in June. I didn't know much of love, but it came too soon. And it was me and you, and then we got real blue. Stay at home talking on the telephone, and we would get so excited and we'd get so scared, laughing at ourselves, thinking life's not fair. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. So if we get the big jobs and we make the big money, when we look back now, will our jokes still be funny? Will we still remember everything we learned in school? Still be trying to break every single rule? Will little brainy Bobby be the stockbroker man? Can he ever find a job that won't interfere with the tan? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's our time to fly. And this is how it feels. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we will still be friends forever. Friends forever. Will we think about tomorrow like we think about now? Can we survive it out there? Can we make it somehow? I guess I thought that this would never end, and suddenly it's like we're women and men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will these memories fade when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. I keep on thinking it's our time to fly. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. And as our lives change from whatever, we
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
There's to complain about.
So we talked all night
Good evening. Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Good evening. Is that on? Okay, great. So it's really nice having everyone here today. It's with great pride and joy that I welcome to the 20th Northshore Recovery High School graduation. I can't believe this is my 20th graduation as principal of the Northshore Recovery High School. I want to say good evening to parents, guardians, friends, family members, school resource officers, legislators, school officials, but most importantly, the graduating class of 2026. The poet Mary Oliver once asked a question that goes straight to the heart of why we're gathered here. And she wrote, "Tell me, what is your plan to do with your one wild and precious life?" For the young adults sitting before me, answering that question hasn't been about picking a college or a career path. It's about claiming the right to actually have a wild and precious life. Before I begin, I want a moment of silence for those who did not get to finish this question and for their family members. I know a moment of silence is not orthodox at a high school graduation, but many of these students and those in the audience have witnessed firsthand the impact of mental health challenges and substance use challenges on the lives of those we loved. We would be remiss if we did not take just a moment to remember the beautiful souls we have lost over the years. Thank you. We're only able to hold this sacred space because of the incredible community surrounding us. Thank you to the parishioners of the Second Congregational Church for sharing this beautiful space with us year after year. You're more than a venue, you're an extended family, holding space for us at times of joy, struggle, and growth. Thank you, Senator Lovely, for standing behind us and beside us, championing our mission and our students with unmatched heart. This hasn't been any ordinary school year, as some of you may know. It's a very transitional year for Northshore Recovery High School, and change is never easy. And it requires a rare kind of dedication to steady a ship during these times of transformation. Because of that, I want to extend a profound thank you to Fran Rosenberg and Kathy Mahoney and the rest of the business office. Fran and her team have worked tirelessly this year to keep this school not only open, but thriving and changing to meet the unique needs of our students. So much of what this school happens behind the scenes. Fran and her team have quietly, sometimes not so quietly, been supporting us to be the best version of ourselves and show the communities we serve that we're not fading away. Instead, because of their grit and vision, we continue to grow and we're coming back even stronger. I want to thank the Rafa family for the foundation and providing us with the critical support we've needed to keep our doors open and to get our students to school. For those of you who do not know, the Rafa family reached out during one of their darkest moments when their son and brother, frankly, passed away in 2016. They have donated literally hundreds and thousands of dollars, which have helped us with after-school programs, a new van for transporting students, our music program, and our recording studio. They hold a fundraiser every year. This year is on October 3rd, and we hope to see many of you there. We couldn't be more thankful for you, and we love and adore you. To the parents and guardians who handed us their children, often very nervously, sometimes desperately, but always with the hope that they would be seen, supported, and safe, thank you for trusting us. Finally, to my staff, the frontline heroes who walk into an emotional minefield every day, not only prepared to help students navigate it, but also taking the hits themselves. You celebrate every small step, you sing when there's a milestone, and you grieve when there's a setback, but you show up fully, and I see you. Thank you for being the soul of the school. I know it's been a roller coaster of a year for so many reasons, but I thank you for showing up every day despite the unknown of what's happening with our school. Now for the graduates, the young adults sitting before you in their caps and gowns. They're not just completing high school, they're finishing a chapter of a journey that has demanded more of them than most of us can imagine at their age. They have faced not only the academic demands of high school, which they'll be the first to tell you wasn't always their top priority, Josiah, but also commutes that stretched for more than an hour, court dates, recovery meetings, family challenges, and most of all, their mental health and substance use struggles that brought them to us in the first place. Most of the principals can't say they've been to their students' emergency rooms, psych wards, jails, and detoxes, but I can, and I can say I'm proud to have been there with you, supporting you, and rooting you to find your way back to our school. And you're still here. Mary Oliver wrote another famous line that sums up your time with us, and she said, "To pay attention to this is our endless and proper work. At Recovery High, your education wasn't about the textbooks. You had to learn the grueling, beautiful work of paying attention to yourselves. You fought your way through the experience with courage, sometimes with courage that looked like asking for help. Sometimes it looked like just getting out of bed and showing up. Sometimes it looked like being in a group circle or finally the one assignment that's been hanging over your head since October. I'm looking at you, Josiah. The point is, you kept going, and that's a big deal. At Recovery High, our students don't just pass tests. They pass milestones of self-worth. They learn how to sit with hard feelings. They figure out how to offer help and how to accept it. And most importantly, they begin to understand that their stories really do matter. Many of our students came here feeling invisible or feeling like they needed to fight their way just to feel safe, feeling like they didn't belong anywhere. And over time, slowly, perfectly and imperfectly, but beautifully, they began to realize they do belong and that they do matter, and their voices and futures are worth fighting for. To our graduates, your presence here today is proof that you're strong beyond measure. You lived through some of the darkest moments of your life, and you still chose to see the light. That makes you unstoppable. Life is not linear. It will not always be easy, but now you have some tools, more tools than you had before. You have people. You have us forever. We're not just your school staff. We're your people for life. We're your family. And we're here to celebrate every victory and hold space during the hard moments. As you take these next steps into your future, remember one last piece of wisdom from Mary Oliver. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Graduates, I don't expect you to be perfect. You just have to keep moving forward because you're not broken, you're becoming. To my final class of Northshore Recovery High School, since next year our name will be changed to Northshore Phoenix High School, the final class that will be on the 3rd floor of Sawyer Road, since we're moving to the Cummings Center, to a class that shared so many memories, some positive, some negative. Never forget, guys, we love you, we're proud of you, and we're better because we knew you. Let's give these remarkable graduates and families a round of applause for getting to this day. I do have a few scholarships I'd like to hang out. The first one is the Frank and Karen Raffa Scholarship. I met with Karen and Frank a few years ago after their son passed away from Frankie from an overdose. They were grief-stricken, but through their grief, they wanted to make a difference in the lives of young people who are struggling. In addition to losing their son Frankie, Karen Raffa passed away unexpectedly a few years ago. This has been an enormous loss to the entire community, especially their family. Frank and Kelly have established an annual scholarship for $2,000 in Frankie and Karen's name, which they would like to award to a person who has shown significant progress in their academics and recovery, and would like to pursue higher education or the trades. This year, this award goes to Robert Young. He is planning on entering the trades just like Frank Raffa. He has come a long way in his recovery. He has been a mentor and a friend to us all. We are also proud of him. Frank is in the audience right now, joined by his fearless and incredibly supportive board member, Kelly. Can you both please stand up? You want to go Go say hi. Next, I'm going to have our friend Justin Clancy present the next scholarship, which is the Wesley Field Scholarship.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm the friend Justin Clancy. Wow, it's an honor and a privilege to be here for, what is it now, 4 or 5 years in a row? A lot of years in a row. And give this scholarship away on behalf of my good friend Wes and his mother Kim. So Wes and I began working in this field in 2015 or 16, working with kids you guys' age and younger. And you know, we're both people in recovery, and unfortunately, Wes, lost his life as a direct result of this disease, and we absolutely loved working with the younger kids that were just like us and that were just like you guys. And every year, it's really a beautiful thing to be able to, keep his memory alive and keep that energy alive and continue to like give back to kids that were like us that needed people like ourselves. So, yeah, I mean, Wes was smart, funny. He had the biggest heart you could imagine. He's also like really tall. I mean, everybody's taller than me, but he was like really tall. And all he really wanted to do was help people in his recovery journey, just like myself. So, on behalf of Wes and Kim, I would like to present this scholarship to our friend Cody Breyer. Cody, all right. There's like a whole diatribe there. What's up? Yeah. Okay.
So Cody, you have endeared yourself to everyone in our community and embody the spirit of Wesley. You're funny and caring and a friend to all. Thank you. The next is the Lauren Christie Memorial Scholarship. Please accept this scholarship in the amount of $1,000 in lovely memory of Lauren Christie. Are her parents here? Usually they come, but maybe they didn't make it this year. Their beautiful daughter, Lauren Christie, went to our school. She was a student at Northshore Recovery High School. She was a kind and caring and loving soul to everyone around her. May this gesture and this memory give you, Robert Young, a helping hand on your path to a successful and fulfilling life. It's another $1,000 scholarship, and it's our hope that you keep Lauren's spirit and your kindness in your heart as your creativity as you find opportunity in life's everyday challenges. We have chosen you as this recipient because you share those same qualities of kindness, creativity, and compassion. It gives me great joy to provide this scholarship in Lauren's name. And there's just one more. It's called the Next Step Scholarship. These scholarships were established by Bob Kurtz. If you don't know Bob, he's become such a dear friend of ours over the last few years. He's an incredible, generous man, and he's become part of the NEC family, not just with us. He established it in the name of his mother, Margaret Kurtz. He started this scholarship in her name in White Plains, where she worked as the guidance office for many years. He wanted to grant these scholarships to students who are most in need and have demonstrated a willingness to work hard and achieve their goals. This incredibly generous person has provided scholarships to our students over the years and has become a good friend to our school and many others at the Northshore Education Consortium. I am incredibly grateful for people like Bob, who have renewed my faith in the human race year after year. Thank you for your generosity, and I would like to award the 3 Next Step scholarships in the amount of $1,000 each to Avante Ward, Michael Napolitano, and last but not least, Josiah Romero Valdivar. Next, I'd like to introduce Senator Lovely. I believe I just saw her walk in. If you guys don't know Joan Lovely, she's an incredible force to be reckoned with. She's been a friend of the Northshore Education Consortium and Recovery High School for over 20 years, become a dear friend of mine, and I couldn't do this without her. So I just want to say thank you. Oh my God, I love you. I love you too.
Good evening, everyone. I will be brief. I know it's warm in here tonight. I will also be brief because tonight belongs to all of you, the graduates. And we want to celebrate your success, and we want to celebrate you fully. I want to start by thanking someone who deserves so much more than a thank you, Michelle Muffet-Lipinski, who has spent 20 years who has spent 20 years building something truly special right here in Beverly. Not just a school, a community. A safe place where young people can be honest about their struggles and still be held to high standards. That takes vision, and it takes heart. Michelle, on behalf of the 2nd Essex District, we are so proud of you, and thank you. This is the 20th graduating class in this school's history, 20 years. And when you think about it, what it took each of these students to get to this moment, that number means something different than it does at most graduations. Recovery is not a straight line. It is hard, daily, quiet, and sometimes messy work. And every person walking today, all of you graduates, you have done that work, so be proud of yourself. And let that hard work continue to guide you in your life ahead too. I am proud to represent Beverly, this really wonderful community, and I'm so proud of this school. And I want to say really a huge thanks to the faculty for each and every day that you are with these students side by side to get them to this moment. Thank you. And so I'm so proud of this school, which this community calls home, and the Northshore Phoenix School is a name worth watching for because these students know what it means to rise. Kudos to the administration, Fran, for all that you have done for this school. And once more, a big congratulations to the graduating class of 2026.
All right. Next, I want to introduce one of our former students. Come on up, Shaylee. This is Shaylee. She used to be Shaylee Dabbs, but she got married 2 weeks ago. Look, my husband's over there who's at your wedding.
I said hi.
And so now she's Shaylee McConnell. Go for it, girl.
Good evening, Principal Michelle, teachers, staff, guardians, parents, and most importantly, the resilient class of 2026. My name is Shaylee McConnell, and it's an honor to be standing on this stage once again, this time as an alumna of Northshore Recovery High School. Woo! I came to Northshore Recovery High School in 2016 as a broken 15-year-old, severely dependent on opioids and using various other substances. Traditional public high schools simply did not know what to do with me or how to keep me safe. I could not make it through 8 hours at school without going into excruciating withdrawals. My school days were often cut short because of how sick I would get. At the time, focusing on academics was not an option, as I was fighting to stay alive. Although I could not manage to get sober, I knew that if I was at RHS, I would be safe. I was often getting sectioned and sent away to Castle Kids, an adolescent detox that I managed to run away from more times than I would like to admit. Throughout all the trials, tribulations, overdoses, and month-long hiatuses, the unconditional, loving, and caring staff always welcomed me back with open arms. Although I did not manage to either get sober or graduate with my original class of 2028, the seed was planted, and I always knew where to turn when I was ready to save my life. At the ripe age of 21, I finally got sober. It was not easy, and I had to go away for a very long time. In detox, CSS, IOP, and sober living, I learned life skills that I did not possess. I also learned how to make it through the jarring world physically sober. During my years in active addiction, I did not have much, but what little I did have was lost. I had to start over with nothing. I had no education, no high school diploma, no job, no license, and I was back at my parents' house. The plan was to get my GED. However, after a quick visit back to RHS, Michelle easily convinced me to return back to high school. I wasn't thrilled to be 21, working 2 jobs, and also being a high school student, but I can confidently say returning to Northshore Recovery High School was one of the greatest gifts I have given myself. Today, I'm an established, productive member of society who has received so many blessings from life that would not have been possible if I had not got sober. Standing here today with the graduating class of 2026, I don't just see graduates in caps and gowns, I see young adults who keep showing up when it would have been easier to quit. I see people who face challenges many others may never fully understand and still chose to keep moving forward despite all of the obstacles life has thrown your way. Today I see proof that a person's past does not determine their future. The truth is, none of us know exactly what our future holds. Some of you may be heading to college, some of you may be entering the workforce, some of you may still be trying to figure out your next step. Wherever you are, I want you to know that it is okay not to have everything figured out. When I graduated from Northshore Recovery in 2022, I certainly did not have everything figured out. What I did have was a willingness to keep moving forward. Recovery taught me that life is not changed overnight. It is changed through small decisions made constantly over time. The decision to show up, the decision to ask for help, the decision to try again after making a mistake, the decision to keep going when things feel impossible. Most of us have spent years believing we have ruined our lives beyond repair. We carried shame, guilt, and regret. We compared ourselves to others and felt like we were behind. What I eventually learned is that there is no timeline for rebuilding your life. There is no deadline for becoming the person you want to be. Today I have a life that once seemed impossible. I'm newly married to an incredible man. I'm a certified recovery coach, a yoga teacher, a college student, and a landlord. I have responsibilities, goals, and people who depend on me. Most importantly, I have my sobriety and peace. None of those things happened because I was lucky. They happened because I continued to put one foot in front of the other, even on days when progress felt impossible. To the graduates sitting before me, I want you to remember something. The qualities that got you here are the same qualities that you will carry through the rest of your life. Resilience, courage, and perseverance. The ability to get back up after being knocked down. You have already overcome things that many people will never have to face. That does not make you broken, it makes you strong. It makes you resourceful. It means you know how to survive difficult seasons and keep moving forward. As you leave Northshore Recovery High School, I hope you never forget where you came from. Not because your past defines you, but because it reminds you of how far you have come. The challenges you have faced are part of your story, but they are not the end of your story. Today is not the finish line. It is the starting point for whatever comes next. Congratulations, class of 2026. I'm proud of you, your families are proud of you, your teachers are proud of you, and most importantly, I hope you are proud of yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Shaylee. That was definitely full of hope. So we're going to go ahead and start our student introductions. We're going to do this in alphabetical order. So Cody Breyer, come on up here. And speaking for Cody Breyer is Nikki.
Brian, you got him queued up? I have a surprise. Okay. All right. Cody, you can hold these. We're going to do a little game. Remember how the first game we played? Okay. Cody, to honor your closing moments as a high school student, I'd like to go back to the beginning of the school year. The first day Cody and I really sat down together to get to know each other, it was a podcast day in history. Students would spin a wheel and land on a random topic, question, or activity. Cody landed on real or AI. An image would appear on the screen, and Cody had to guess whether it was real or AI generated. I never imagined this could be so entertaining, but it's Cody, so we laughed hysterically the entire class and played compulsively the rest of the day, on and off, and even days after. So for old time's sake, the first part of my intro is we're going to play a few quick rounds. So I have 3 pictures, and they're also in your hand, so you have to tell me whether you think they're real or AI. Pressure's on.
Wait, just me?
Just you.
Oh.
I have them up here so people can see what we're doing. What is that one, real or?
This gotta be real.
Okay.
Is it real? Is it real?
I'm not going to say till after.
What?
I'm going to say in the end the answer to all of them after.
This one's fake.
Okay.
This one's fake.
Okay. I really put you on the spot, dude. I'm sorry.
No, yeah. This one's real.
Okay. All right. 2 for 3. So they're all real. It's kind of a trick. Yeah, they're all real.
Wait, this one right there?
That one's real.
Where?
I think we did that one the first day.
Where is this?
It's real. We'll look it up after, but it's real. So sometimes, this was a corny way of me to deliver this message. Sometimes life can be more beautiful than we imagine possible. When we're struggling, uncertain, or just trying to get through the day, it's hard to imagine the growth we'll make and the joy we'll find and the things we'll overcome. But life has a way of becoming bigger than our fears, our mistakes, and sometimes even better than our imagination, or better than AI in this case. So from then on, I looked forward to having you in class after that day. Couldn't wait. Whether we were learning, playing games, having serious conversations, or just laughing about whatever, it was such a joy to spend time with you. You're not just funny. You're kind, you're authentic, thoughtful, genuine, humble. You have respect for others, you think of others. You have a quiet awareness and understanding about life and values that many people spend years trying to develop. For all these reasons and more, people naturally enjoy being around you. That's a gift. I hope you remember that being kind doesn't mean carrying every burden. Being easygoing doesn't mean accepting less than you deserve, and being humble doesn't mean doubting yourself. You deserve the same patience, grace, care, and kindness that you so freely give to other people. So one final game reference. I was going to do an imposter reference too, but I'm over time. I knew it was going to be over time. So one final game reference. Cody and I spent a lot of time playing Sporkle. I might be the only person in the room who knows what Sporkle is. Well, now you know what Sporkle is. But it's like a quiz website game. So there was this one text abbreviation quiz that was, I can't explain it, there's no time, but it was hilarious. So in the spirit of Sporkle, I have a few final abbreviations for you to take on your journey. OMG, obstacles make growth. TBD, to be developed. That's the growth mindset one. IMI, it's mostly opinion. Whether it's praise or blame, don't let other people's opinions determine your worth. FYI, follow your integrity. In other words, follow your conscience, not the crowd. And finally, WTF, worth the fight. Or, well, that's fantastic. Worth the fight. It's all worth fighting for, and the fight brings the beauty and the meaning. Cody, you're the best. We wish we had you all 4 years, but we're grateful we got you for one. We love you. We're proud of you. We can't wait to see what comes next. Congratulations.
Am I reading this? Am I reading this? Yeah. Are you serious?
Yes, dude.
I'm reading this?
Yes, dude. Do you want me to stay up here with you?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll stay.
Please.
Okay.
All right.
We practice this in history.
I know. Good afternoon, family, students, and faculty. My name is Cody Breyer, but most people call me CB or Code Dizzle. Before anything else, I want to thank my family and friends. My family has always been my biggest support system. They've cheered me on. Motivated me and believed in me, even when I struggled to believe in myself. My closest friends have always been there for me during some of the lowest points in my life, pushing for me and when I needed the most. Hassan, Jacob, both Nicks, Jerome, and Sky. Sky, you are someone I can talk to when I can need advice, and you always give me the honesty I need to hear, even if I don't like it. You call me on my crap, but you do it with love. I'm so glad I can call you my friend. Coming to Recovery High School changed a lot for me. Before I started here, I was struggling with my behavior, my motivation, and getting my work done. Even though I still have my moments, I can honestly see I've grown so much here. A big part of that was not just the staff, but the environment they created for all of us. First, I want to thank Michelle. She played a huge role in helping me figure out my life after high school. She would pull me aside to talk about my future and what I wanted to do. And she helped make my goals of becoming a plumber feel real and achievable. I also want to thank Paul. On the days I was upset or struggling, he would call me into his office and just talk to me about what was going on. I really going to miss walking through the hallways talking with him. Fantasy football class was one of my favorites. It gave me something I enjoyed while also having fun and laughing the whole time. Another person I need to thank is Michaela. Even though I probably tested her patience more than anyone else, she always pushed me to do my best. I'm definitely going to miss my napping chair in her class, the black chair by the door where I'd try to sleep and scroll through TikTok when I should have been working. She stayed on me about getting my work done even when I tried putting it off. But at the end of the day, it was all love. I also want to thank Nikki. Some of my favorite memories come from game nights, RIA events, and all the random laughs we shared, especially the AI picture game. And is that a high heel? Yeah, I know. Thank you for always being welcoming, funny, and for helping me get involved and see the bigger picture. I want to thank Chad as well. Our conversations about hooping and life always meant a lot to me. And to everyone else who supported me along the way, Maureen, Anna, Devin, Mary Ellen, Brett, and everyone at Recovery High School, thank you for believing in me and helping me become the person I am today. I'm grateful for all the memories, the laughs, and even the hard days because they shaped me. Thank you all for everything.
Great job, Cody and Nikki. Next, I'd like to introduce Skylar Collins. Do you have a preference, this side or that side? Are you serious right now? Okay. Today I want to share a moment that is deeply personal, but speaks to the very heart of what graduation actually means to this person. I want to talk about a journey that has had a share of ups and downs, storms and sunshine. I want to talk about my beautiful Skylar Collins. Skylar, through it all, I count myself incredibly fortunate to have remained somewhat in your good graces. You, my darling, have experienced more in your short 19 years than most adults see in your entire lives. You have faced obstacles that would have broken others. And here you stand today, in your hat cap and your gown, victorious. The world has not been easy on you. There have been days when the pain was heavy, and the days when pain came out sideways. But for every defense mechanism, for every wall built, for every leave me the F alone and F you, I loved you harder. I loved you harder because I saw your pain, and I felt it to my core. People didn't always understand why I loved you so much. There were times when others tried to persuade me to turn my back on you, but I just couldn't do that. I've always been your biggest supporter, and I'll always be fierce for you. Some days were harder than others, but we always found our ways to navigate the storms and to find forgiveness and come out on the other side, appreciating the unbreakable bond we share. Standing here today, looking at you graduate, I want to make you a promise in front of everyone here that, first of all, I'm not going anywhere. I'll always be here for you. I won't be there to feed into your chaos, but I'll always be here to help you find your light. Your story is not a conventional one, and Skylar, that's exactly what makes this victory so meaningful. You don't just walk the stage today, you fought your way to it. Congratulations, my darling. Keep shining. Look at I didn't know. I know, stop.
Oh.
You got it.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's not a lot. Yeah.
Growing up, I never had it easy. I lived with constant instability and moving from town to town. It got progressively harder for me in school. I truly never thought this day would come, not even 2 years ago. One moment, I wasn't even in school at all, and now I get to walk away from this day with a diploma. I owe that mainly to Michelle. Not only did she create a safe, comfortable, supportive environment for us to work in, she did so much more for me behind closed doors.
From checking up on me on breaks and weekends, whether it was on the phone or coming to my house and picking me up, to literally doing my laundry for me for weeks on end. She stepped up for me and treated me like one of her own so much and got me out of plenty of uncomfortable situations. I could not be more thankful. Another person I couldn't be more thankful for is Cody. His friendship healed me in more ways than he knows. He showed up for me every single time I needed someone without fail. He wrote for me every day he was at school with me, and even when I was not there. I'm forever going to be grateful for the fact that Cody started going to the school, because now I know I've gained a lifelong friend I never thought I would have. We connect on such a deeper level than on the talking crap to each other. I trust him with parts of my life I could never picture myself trusting anyone else with. I don't think I'd be walking this stage if it was not also for Cody. The countless car rides to school and hangouts and FaceTime calls, I would not trade them for the world, so thank you, Cody, for being there for me when I could not be there for myself. As much as I'm here today because of the support and the love and understanding of these two people and everybody else, I think I owe a big part of this to myself. I genuinely never thought that I'd make it here. I mean, I quite literally dropped out of high school 2 separate times. But even through all of the hardship and struggle, I still managed to push through and get it done. I have a lot of goals for myself that maybe I'm unsure of being able to accomplish, but now that I've reached this milestone in my life, I'm much more confident in my abilities to succeed in all the ways that I want to.
And now I have Michaela, who's going to introduce Mia Harkins.
All right. On one of her brief migrations to my classroom during the school year of 2025-2026, Mia asked me which one of her years at RHS had been my favorite. It was rather like being asked to choose among my preferred natural disasters. A difficult choice. Each year seemed determined to outdo the last. Among my favorite memories are the long readings of text exchanges with people she was feuding with, which left me in reluctant admiration of the level of venom she was capable of. There were various furry animals whipped out of backpacks with a confidence entirely regardless of our approval, which on at least one occasion resulted in my being peed on, which, trust me, tends to linger in one's memory. There were extended discussions about why I would or wouldn't buy her certain books, conducted with a seriousness that suggested international peace negotiations. And yet, alongside all of that, there was depth of thought, kindness, beautiful poetry, and a sense of humor that so often left me snickering against my better judgment. So I never quite managed to choose a favorite year. They each had their own particular challenges and their own kind of sparkle. Mia, I wish you every happiness and success in whatever comes next. I have no doubt you will continue, as you always have, to arrive in any new place with that intoxicating combination of energy, intelligence, and humor, and that it will serve you just as well beyond Recovery High School as it has within it.
If you had told me 4 years ago that I would be graduating, I would have never believed you. School was always rough for me. I never wanted to be in class. Although my intelligence and grades were never the issue, I became content with the thought of being a dropout. Through a friend of mine, I found RHS at the end of 2022. When I first started going here, I started caring about my grades again. The school was small and seemed manageable, and I loved the fact that nobody knew me. My years at RHS were mostly positive, especially compared to my previous experiences with school. You guys helped me maintain my sobriety and give me a place to relax when I needed it, and dragged me to this very moment. There are so many times in my life where I used to think the only person I could trust and rely on was me. But as I grew older, I realized how much of a lie that was. I've been down every path that life has given me, but through every stage, I've always been so grateful to the people who have loved me, for being patient with me and never giving up on me, for seeing my full potential when I wasn't aware of it myself. My mom was probably one of the biggest lights of my life. No matter what happened to me, my mom was always 10 toes down behind me. She's one of the main reasons why I'm here. My grandmother is also one of the strongest women I know. She came to this country without a penny to her name. That woman taught me what it was like to be truly resilient. My mom and my grandmother always pushed me to do my best when I was younger. Of course, I fought them tooth and nail, pretending I was comfortable with underperforming. But secretly, I liked it. I liked the way that they saw who I truly am, and I liked looking capable in the eyes of the two strongest women I know. All I've ever wanted was to make them proud, and I hope by standing here today I've done that. I'm so glad I wanted more for myself.
And next we have Chad speaking for Michael Napolitano.
Chad Gaetano, recovery counselor, bus driver. Michael spent a lot of time in the group room discussing various topics with me while avoiding doing schoolwork. Actually, he didn't completely avoid his schoolwork, or we wouldn't be standing up here together today. Michael did become a master at convincing me that he would do his work and get it done. We had something in common. We are both Italian, stubborn, and share an annoyance with math. Michael would often do math work in the group room while I heckled him. And if Michael wasn't in the group room, he could be found hiding out in the cafeteria, but with some prompting, he would politely move along. Michael has always been interested in working since we first met. His first job, if I remember correctly, was working for a tree company. I would frequently ask him if anything exciting happened at work, hoping to get a crazy falling tree story or that he saved a nest of baby birds. No such stories presented themselves. He did tell me about how hard the job could be, especially in the hot summer months, and his boss didn't always pay him on time. This led to some very insightful counseling from me. Don't work for free, Michael. I know, that's some solid, high-level advice. Excuse me. Michael kept that job for a while, but he eventually moved on to something he was more interested in. He now works at a car dealership and seems to be enjoying the job more so than tree work. We have even had a few conversations about how when you find something you're interested in, it doesn't seem to feel like work as much. He even took advantage of what the dealership can provide and is working on becoming certified for state inspections. I have always admired Michael's work ethic and his ability to take a chance and try things. Going to high school and maintaining employment can be challenging, and overall, Michael did very well balancing them both. If he keeps this mindset regarding work and life, I have no doubt he'll accomplish whatever he wants. Michael, I'm going to miss telling you where you're supposed to be and then not making you go there. I'm going to miss peeking my head into the cafeteria and finding you sitting alone in the dark, potentially vaping, potentially not. But I will miss the most your calm demeanor and the presence at the school. You were kind to your peers and staff, and we'd like you to know that it was always appreciated. I can't wait to see where your life will take you. I also can't wait for free car inspections because that is the unwritten code. That is the unwritten code for people whose last names end in vowels. We take care of each other. Congratulations on graduating.
Thank you, Chad. I have a loving family and a home to live in, and many other things that I am grateful for. I've experienced many ups and downs in my life, but my family has always been there to support me through everything. I am especially grateful for my mom and dad because they have done so much for me throughout my entire life. They have always wanted the best for me, and I truly believe they have done everything they possibly could to help me grow, learn, and succeed. I would not be standing here today without them. I also want to say thank you to all my teachers at RHS for supporting me during the last 3 years. Your guidance, patience, and encouragement have made a real difference in my education and personal growth. I appreciate the time you have taken to push me to do my best, even when things felt challenging.
Thank you, guys. And next we have Chad for Hugo Pellison.
Me or him? Me? Both? I'll try. All right. I'm the bus driver for the Haverhill route, and this is when I first met Hugo. I soon realized his soul was meant to be born decades earlier. The reason I say this is because he just seemed to love vaping, the new smoking, in the van. And we all know that smoking in vehicles is so 1970s. Hugo and I had many calm, heartwarming conversations about why he could not do this. If I remember correctly, one of those heartwarming conversations led Hugo to want to fight me in the van. And me reminding Hugo how long it takes to walk from Haverhill to Beverly. However, once we grew and developed our relationship, I realized we were a lot alike. Sometimes reactive, but most of the time calm, respectful, and joking around. The latter qualities are what Hugo would show us while he was at school. He was respectful to staff, had a good relationship with his peers, and was willing to help without being asked. He was funny and can joke around appropriately without taking things too seriously. What I respected most about Hugo was his loyalty to his friends. Hugo was the kind of guy who would take care of his friends before taking care of himself, sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. Hugo also has an infectious smile, which tends to draw people toward him. Unfortunately, Hugo's time with us was cut short for various reasons, and the community at school certainly missed him and his smile. Hugo did not give up on high school, though. He was able to obtain work and complete assignments while he was away from our community. We were all impressed with Hugo's ability to hang in there during a challenging time in his life. Hugo started to complete work while he was away from school and has earned his way onto the stage today. Not only did Hugo complete schoolwork, but he also took advantage of programs offered through the state and started training to become a barber. He was able to complete training and has been able to put his skills to work. Hugo has offered to give me a fade, but he hasn't sent me any pictures of his work yet. Maybe that can be your graduation present, Hugo. We are all proud of you for pushing through the difficult times and look forward to seeing where that resilience can take you. Best of luck. Congratulations.
Hugo would like to thank his friends and family for getting him to this moment. 2 words, buddy. We tried. But thank you guys for always being there. I see you. Okay. Next we have Anna for Josias Romero's Vadiva.
Oh, Josias. When Josias first walked through the doors of RHS back in November of 2023, the very first thing I noticed was that beaming smile. You can smile too. It was a smile that went from ear to ear. At the time, I thought it was just because he was happy for a fresh start. But over the last 3 years, I realized that it's just who Josias is. He is someone who finds genuine joy in all things in his life, whether they are big or small. If you know Josias, you know how much he adores Nicaragua. He is so incredibly proud of his country. He loves to talk about the scenery, the food, growing up with his family. His face lights up at the moment he mentions his home. But as much as he loves his roots, the absolute center of Josias' world is his mom. She is his rock. Last week, I had the privilege of driving Josias home from prom, and we had an amazing, honest conversation. He spoke about his mom with so much reverence. He shared that despite the things he put her through and the times he felt he was a disappointment, his mom never stopped supporting him. She never closes the lines of communication and always loves him unconditionally. Josias carries a deep worry for how hard his mom works to keep food on their table, a roof over their heads, and clothes on their backs. Because of that love, he has taken on any job offered to him just to lessen her stress, sometimes even sacrificing his own education to do so. His dream after graduation isn't just about his own success. It's about taking that heavy burden off his mom's shoulders and starting to support her. The respect he holds for his mother, which extends to all women, is something she should be profoundly proud of. Josiah's strength doesn't just come from nowhere. God is huge in his life. He truly believes that he has gotten as far as he has because of the strength he finds in the Lord, and he keeps Jesus at the center of absolutely everything. His faith shows up on how he treats people. One thing Josiah has never struggled with is being a good person. He is well loved by students and staff alike because he is a steadfast friend. He has a huge heart and is always the first one to help the underdog. He has shown deep kindness to people who didn't always give it back simply because he understands what it feels like to struggle. Josiah's journey hasn't been a straight line. He has faced heavy battles with substances. He went to Mir several times, but Josiah did not give up. He worked hand in hand with clinicians and staff to heal and has made the brave, hard choices to build a healthier life. The progress he has made in his 3 years at RHS is nothing short of incredible. He is respectful, he never speaks rudely, and he actually listens to advice and applies it to better his life. Josiah, I am going to truly miss you. From day one, we formed an amazing bond. I have never had a son, but if I had one, I would want him to have the exact values, the resilience, and the giant heart that you have. I'm going to miss seeing your face first thing in the morning. I'll miss you popping in to sit in front of my window telling me all about your hopes and dreams. I want you to hear me when I say this. Every single one of those dreams is achievable. Believe in yourself, Josiah, because everyone in this room believes in you so much. We will always, always be your biggest cheerleader. Congratulations, niño. Estoy tan orgulloso de ti.
Hi, mi nombre es Josías. Soy un joven no perfecto, tengo muchos defectos. Pero nada de eso me detuvo en buscar a ser alguien en la vida. No voy a mentir, tuve muchas complicaciones al empezar. Pensé que no lo iba a lograr. Pero al saber que tenía el soporte de Chad, Michelle y Ana, sabía que nada iba a ser imposible. Fueron muchas caídas, pensaba que no me iba a poder levantar, pero luego me di cuenta de que la meta estaba cerca, entonces seguí luchando y esforzándome para poder estar. Lo agradezco a mi mamá porque nunca me dejó solo a pesar de mis errores y dificultades. Agradecerle a mis hermanos que a pesar de tantas peleas siempre tenemos esa conexión de hermanos que espero jamás cambie. Agradezco a Dios por escuchar mis oraciones y jamás dejarme, porque para Él somos lo más importante y porque todo es al tiempo que Él decida. Agradezco a Michelle que siempre confió en mí, que nunca me dio la espalda y siempre me apoyó. Yo sé que ella vio lo que yo no podía ver a través de mis ojos y voy a estar completamente agradecido por eso. Ana, ella fue como mi psicóloga porque me daba consejos cuando más lo necesitaba y me mostraba la importancia de la vida. Fue con ella que aprendí a expresarme como persona, como joven que soy. Ella me recogía cuando sentía que el mundo se me venía encima. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you, guys. Next, we have Devin and Michaela for Avante Ward. You guys can stay for the next one.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, cool. All right. Avante. selfie thing. Okay, cool. Evante was born just a few weeks before Recovery High School opened its doors in 2006, which I take to mean that he has been lurking around the periphery of the school for his entire life, like an unhinged mascot. When he finally joined us in person in January of 2023, he arrived with something we teachers at RHS dread and also secretly enjoy, a reputation. Several of the students knew him well, and most of the tales they told featured Evante not as a witness to chaos, but as its primary cause. The stories that preceded him were both terrifying and entertaining, but the person who arrived was far more intriguing and maddening, I might add. If one didn't know better, one could have been forgiven for assuming that teachers bellowing, "Evante!" with alarming regularity was the school's official motto.
Me. I am one of those teachers who spent the last few years bellowing, "Evante!"
Back up a little bit. Like right here.
Is that good? All right.
Okay, thank you.
So frequently, in fact, some of you might wonder why on earth I am one of the chosen ones to deliver his graduation speech. I've had to remove Evante from my room more times than his favorite drill music has F-bombs. And yet, like a glitch in the Matrix, he just kept coming back. Even when he wasn't on my schedule. There he was, trying to get in. Most mornings he'd stroll into my room just to get in his daily ritual of time to aggravate Devin.
And there was the time he attempted to get out of doing an English assignment by claiming that his two remaining brain cells, whom he had named Rocky and Balboa, had refused to report for duty. From what I have observed, those two have spent the last few years alternating between heroic acts of endurance and complete abandonment of their responsibilities.
Where is this? I have thrown all of my absolute best material and every strategy in my toolbox at this child to help him understand that his preferred love language, annoying the crap out of people, is not actually a love language most people find endearing. Nothing I said deterred him, but that's the thing about Evante. Just when you're ready to completely lose your mind, he flips the script. Because under the chaos, this kid has depth of pure heart that catches you completely off guard. He possesses a level of kindness, loyalty, and fierce protection for the people in his life. He has 1 foot in the thug life, 1 foot in the hug life.
And this should not have come as a surprise, as one of Evante's many gifts is his refusal to fit neatly into anyone else's expectations. Just when we thought we had him figured out, he revealed another layer of mayhem, another kindness, another reason why we found ourselves rooting for him time and time again.
A few years ago, neither of us had any plans for Thanksgiving, so Evante and I ended up having Thanksgiving dinner together at a Dominican restaurant over in Salem. For a couple of hours, we just sat there, talked about the food, and talked about our lives. To this day, it's one of the most memorable, genuine moments I've ever spent with a student. On my classroom wall, I have a picture of a serene beach house that reads, "The decisions you make today create your future." I put it up there to remind myself of my own path, but I'll never forget when Evante stopped and he looked at it and he took a photo because it inspired him. And everything we've done since has grown from that moment. So Evante, as you step out of RHS and into your future, I want you to remember that beach house. The decision you make next are entirely yours to craft. Keep your loyalty, keep that massive heart, keep showing up when you aren't scheduled, but please find a new love language.
And to sum up the perplexing spectacle that is Evante, in a recent English class, one of his last, praise the Lord, he was supposedly working on his speech while bopping his head rhythmically to, as it turns out, a tune well familiar to me from one of my daughter's dance recitals in 2012. It brought to mind not Evante cursing incessantly from beneath his shiesty, but 9-year-olds in frills and sequins. And therefore, my dear, we will leave you with these words. Baby, You're a firework. Come on, show them what you're worth. Make them go, oh, 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 as you shoot across the sky.
The fireworks.
The fireworks,
All right, first I just want to say thank you for my staff, my friends and family. Devin.
Yes.
Devin has done a lot for me. We have a crazy relationship from people's point of view. It might look like she hates me deep down, but I know it's not hate, it's love. Sometimes people are gonna, think what it's not about me and Devin. Like Devin said, we have done things that nobody else has done, When I had no one to go out with, Devin was there. When I had no one to go to the movies, Devin and Maureen were there with me. There's never going to be a better person than Devin. Devin smells like heaven.
I think he's off script too, but I love it.
Yep.
He's just making stuff up.
But Michelle, you were always very supportive from the first day I met you. You promised me if I came to school and did what I wanted to do, I'd graduate. Well, guess what? I graduated because of you, your staff, and all that time you put into me. I don't think it would have been possible without all of you guys. And shoot, I can't even speak about all the times, late nights, you get those calls about me being in jail or me being here or there. But you never gave up on me. You really never did. All the staff never did. Every one of you guys, I got a letter. And I loved it. I loved it. Made me cry. I'm not gonna lie. Mary Ellen. Oh, melons. All those mornings I'd come in, not wanting to do schoolwork. But I'd sit down in your class and we'd slowly, steadily get the work done. Just because you never gave up on me and you always strive for me to get in a positive position and motivate myself within. No matter how difficult I was with you, you always stayed. And you never gave up. And you know about how much I loved my science. I loved my science. I learned everything from you and your smart mind, and I'm grateful for you. Thank you, Mary Ellen. Chad. Chad. Oh, at times, Chad was one of the closest staff I was with every day. Them long morning rides. I wake up 7:30 in the morning and go on an hour drive to Beverly, from Haverhill to Beverly, where I resided. We'd have a lot of talks about our life. And even after I moved out of Haverhill, he was still there. We still have our check-ins, and we still be having honest conversations about substance use and how my life was going. Honestly, throughout the about 5 years, I got to know Chad. Chad was always there. We had our ups and downs at times, but we bumped heads, but we always got through it, no matter what. Chad never took anything personally, and that's different. And I love that about Chad. And Chad, thank you. Paul. My best pal, Paul. Oh, how can I say this all in one? One-on-one conversations, we had the best conversations about numerous subjects. Yes, I mean, sometimes it was about girls because of how I would be acting, and I was bad in school. But you always mattered about if I was happy at the end of it. If I was ever not happy, you'd tell me what I had to do. You'd break it down to me. And no one really was there for that. I didn't really have my dad in my life to sit there and talk to me about things like that. And Paul, you were there. Sometimes, we'd have our, up and downs around them corners and days, but still very much loved you, Paul. The love never went away. Maureen, how you were so sweet to me. Sweet to me every day. For no reason. I could be so mean. I could be mean to her, guys. I could be like, guys, F off, I don't like you. She'd be still wondering how my day was before. Really good person. I will never forget the day me, you, and Devin went out to go watch How to Train Your Dragon. I loved it. I loved it, guys. I watched all of them since I grew up from a kid. Seen the in person, the actual. I loved it. But how do I say this? When I was away for a little bit, Maureen always checked up on me. Always checked up on me. Even in school, always checked up on me in my math. Me and her had lots of quality one-on-one time doing our math work. I loved it. We'll never forget it. Never ever gonna forget it. I know you won't forget it. Thank you, Maureen. Oh, Anna. Anna. Every morning, I come in that school door, I see your face, and I smell eggs. And then I'd wonder if it was you. I really would wonder if it was you. Because I had the whole school smelling like eggs, guys. It was bad. It was really bad. But Anna, every day, I'd walk in for the 4 years. It was always a smile on your face. I don't know how. I really don't know. But it was always a smile on her face. Brett. Brett. All those great mornings I'd walk into Brett's class, dreading to do math. I hated it. I really hated it. But Brett made math fun. Brett made math easy for me to understand. One thing about it is that he's not, a real voice type of person. He's the type to sit down, show you what you got to do, and you guys got to do what you got to do. You're learning. He taught you. And I learned a lot. You got to put your bloods with your bloods and your crips with your crips, guys, all right? The math makes sense to me. I got it. Well, I struggled with with math. Brett was there. Brett never gave up. He always came back. He seen me struggle. He'd look over my shoulder and he'd help me. He would sit there, take time out of his day and help. At my other schools, there was nobody really like that. There was nobody that's going to sit there and take time out of their day and help you. It was mostly homework. Thank you, Brett. Michaela. Hi. Where do I begin with one of my favorite Germans? Actually, my only favorite German I know. Who I'm going to miss very dearly are those midday talks about relationship advices, or the tarot reading cards, and all the reading you tried to get me to do that was not ever happening. I like writing. All the times you let me sat there and vent to you about my issues, you were someone I could talk to, like a motherly figure, if I ever had questions. I always wondered what it'd be like if you'd would be my mother. I wonder if I'd be wearing lotto hoses and glasses out in Germany. I wonder if I'd also be a crazy car technician, because I heard Germany got good car technicians. But on the real though, you're probably one of the most motherly figures I have in my life right now. And you taught me things a mother would tell her kids. Not because she had to, not because she wanted to, because she loved to tell her kids that. And it's just amazing how much you've done for me and how much you've been there for me throughout our whole 4 years. All right, last one. Nikki. I have too many favorite memories to be with Nikki. Started from trampoline parks, roller world, volunteering, AA meetings, you name it, we were there. Nikki. What makes Nikki is that she's Nikki. No one else can be Nikki. I swear. Her energy is unmatched. Especially in the AA community, her energy, it's different. It's like, I don't know. There's different words. It can't be said. But I just want you to know, please, don't stop what you're doing. You're helping people. Thank you. Thank all of you guys. I'm done.
And it continues. So, Robert. Woo! Oh, Robert. Okay. Okay. What's up? Robert came to Recovery High School in the spring of 2024. Most kids who arrive at our school have to endure a bit of mostly good-natured ribbing from already established students. Robert somehow oozed past this rite of passage. People simply seemed to like him from the start. And among the staff, he inspired the kind of loyalty that meant we found ourselves eager to accommodate his every whim.
For about half of this year, my first block class consisted of exactly 2 people, Robert and myself. So I really got a chance to get to know him. What I noticed at first was his casual relationship with personal space. One day as we were reviewing a project on the computer, I turned my head to speak to him and realized his face was literally inches from mine. And he was intensely peering at the monitor. I made a joke about it, and he just laughed sheepishly and said, "Oh, my bad, I didn't realize I was that close." This story is a perfect metaphor for who Robert is. When he cares about something or wants to learn, he doesn't stand at a distance. He dives right in. I wish I could show you the video of him learning to roller skate a few weeks ago. For 2 hours, he rolled around at breakneck speed, arms flailing, completely unbalanced, and absolutely determined to conquer it. Those who were there watched him in awe.
One word to describe Robert is unflappable. In a sea of highly flappable people, he was a rock of steadiness, which made it all the more striking when he occasionally did something unwise. In those rare moments, we reacted with confusion and mild alarm, which in turn pained Robert, and then we felt bad and gave him snacks. He could have gotten away with anything, but his basic human decency consistently got in the way.
Robert soaked up advice like a sponge and tried to put it to use. He had a genuine eagerness to improve himself, and he acted upon it. He went to the gym, he learned about nutrition, he quit smoking. He was always looking for a way to better himself. He spoke so proudly of his dad and all the incredible things his dad creates and builds. Many of our conversations began with, "My dad says." He listened carefully to that advice too, and it's clear how much respect and admiration he has for his family.
Robert was always polite, always considerate, always kind, always gracious, and unfailingly remembered to ask how we were doing, as though teachers were real people. He also gives great hugs to those who need them, and boy, did we ever.
After learning that I had a VR set and discussing our game preferences, his being battle games and mine being pottery wheels and fishing, we settled on a boxing game, and we made a plan to play over the weekend. So there I was on a Saturday night, standing across from Robert's avatar in a virtual boxing ring. It didn't matter that I was his art teacher and therefore entitled to a little mercy. He was relentless. It still remains one of the highlights of my time with him. Is there more?
Yeah. For English class, Robert arrived each day just before snack break, slept for 10 minutes with impressive consistency, and then returned to being mildly productive for the rest of class. He'd curl up in the big black chair in the corner to read, moving from young adult fiction to, somewhat unexpectedly, a prize-winning Argentinian novel about cannibalism, which he accepted with admirable calm. Robert, you have grown into a responsible, hardworking young man with genuine devotion to your family, your teachers, and the people around you who love you. You never seemed interested in impressing anyone. You simply treat others with kindness and respect because that's who you are. You have left your mark on the school and on all of us.
Robert, thank you for all the chats and laughs. We are incredibly proud of the work you've done and the person you've become and are still becoming. We can't wait to see what comes next. Congratulations, Robert. We'll miss you.
Thank you, thank you. My very first impression of RHS was not positive. I thought the kids looked like delinquents, but but later on, I didn't really think that, honestly. I didn't want to be like that anymore because my old group of friends, they weren't really the best people. But I thought I'd give it a chance, and over the past 2 years, they have supported me in every way. They've listened to me, they've helped me with my schoolwork, they've given me snacks. I'm also very happy that I got in with a very good group of students, and all the RIA events were so fun. My favorite one was the K1. I dominated the time lapse, but I didn't really do so well with the actual race, but it's fine. I want to thank my family most of all for loving and supporting me throughout the years, especially my dad. I've always cherished the moments I get to spend with him. I want to take every chance I can to be successful and enroll in a trade school to do HVAC or welding. I know my mom is watching me from above, and she is happy to see me studying or standing here today. Thank you, everyone.
Are you ready, Fran? Oh, Cece, Jesus. Cece, get up here. Keep thinking YZ. Get up here. You never remember the Z person, right? Sorry about that, sweetie. Get over here. Did you write something?
No, but I can
say something. Okay, cool. Hello, my little fierce one. First of all, I have some great news for you. Starting tomorrow, you don't have to answer my text anymore. Not that you ever did. Okay. Or your father's texts. But you're officially off the hook. To say it is an honor to watch you sit here with your cap and gown today would be a massive understatement. We had to move some pretty significant barriers to get you to this exact point. I can safely say it was a concentrated group effort, right? Well, minus one specific person. We know who that is. We won't say that, right, Jerry? But in all seriousness, regardless of the challenge you faced, you made it to school or making it here on time. I just wanted you to know something. We never once doubted you, Cece. We never doubted your perseverance, your incredible inner strength, and your undeniable academic brilliance. You fought for this, you worked for this, and you earned this day, Cece. As you move on to your next chapter, I hope you look back on your time at Northshore Recovery High School with fondness. Although there were days when you may have not seen it or felt it, this entire community was always cheering you on. Your fathers, however, were your biggest cheerleaders. And the bond between all of you is undeniable. They literally fought battles to get you to this place. And as a community, we were always hoping, working, and praying that you would make it to this very day. And here you are. Look at you. Your future is incredibly bright. You're off to college in the fall, and you're about to experience the beautiful things that life has to offer. I genuinely cannot wait to see what you make of yourself, because I know without a doubt you're going to find your big, beautiful voice, and you're going to make a huge, profound difference in the lives of others. Congratulations, Cece. We're all proud of you.
Thank you. I just wanted to say thank you to all my friends and my family and all the staff that helped me get here today. I didn't think there was so much doubt that I wasn't going to be able to make it, and I'm here, and I'm so thankful to everyone that helped me get here. So thank you so much.
Thank you, honey. Congratulations, honey. And now, I'd like to introduce my executive director, Francine Rosenberg.
Hi, everybody. It's hot in here. but it's wonderful to be with you today to honor the last class to graduate from Recovery High School under this name and in our current location. We look forward to the future. But on behalf of NEC, I want to echo the thanks to our extended RHS family and say a special thank you once again to Michelle and the staff. High school graduation is an important milestone for all students, but as we've heard, it's an even greater accomplishment for those of you here today. Graduates, you should be very proud. I'm not going to repeat the comments that have already been made by so many others because we have some diplomas waiting to be distributed. So Michelle, have all of these students, with all of their hard work, and some just barely, met the graduation requirements of the state of Massachusetts, Northshore Recovery High School, and their respective school districts? Then let's award some diplomas. Okay. Cody Breyer. You guys can take more photos after. Skyla Collins. Mia Harkins. Michael Napolitano. Hugo Powison. Josias Romero Valdivia. Ivante Antonio Ward. Robert Warren Lyman Young. Cecilia Zulo Mikowski. Congratulations, class of 2026.
So at this time, I would like all the seniors to stand up, face the audience, and give them a round of applause for getting you to this day. Now you can face me. Face me, turn around. Up here. Over here. Now what I want you to do now is I want you to take your tassel that's on the right-hand side and move it to the left-hand side, signaling your journey to closest to your heart. And I would like to present to you the graduating class of 2026. Congratulations.